Okie dokie artichoke. Uh, Sick. Yep. Good farts. Um, Welcome everyone. Welcome to a happy new year. Uh, Tell me about some of your guys' New Year's resolutions, eh? A new year, a new year for a new opportunity to suck at producing. Um, Wonderful. Um, cool. Um, yeah, sweet. Yeah, my New Year's to make new resolutions to make more shit songs, put out shit songs. So, put out an EP or an album or both. It's my New Year's resolution, and yeah, sick. Cool. Well, couple of cool announcements in the Discord. You might have seen this. Um, we have now theory, mixing, and sound design roles. So if any of you guys are experts in said roles, theory, music mixing, or sound design, you can set yourself up to be a wonderful resource for everyone else in the community so that you don't have to ping me for all your theory, mixing, and sound design needs. So you can give yourself any one of these roles by hopping over to bot and spam and just use .name or like .sound design, .theory, .mixing. So all my nerds, please, if you want to make yourselves available and useful, give yourself that role and people can ping you and hopefully you don't tell them, music theory sucks or whatever, or just to download Serum presets. All right. Let's see here. Some people are telling me there's New Year's resolutions. Simu says, discipline last year was all about balance. I'm looking forward to perform my shit songs live. That's fucking sick right there. Release your EP. Nice. My resolution is to not give a fuck about resolutions. Excellent. Excellent. Um, let's see, what else? Resolution, fix my mental health. Learn how to make shitty beats. My guy. Very noble work there. I'm going to lose 40 pounds and write 5 papers. Fuck y'all. Excellent. Yeah, I support that 100%. New year, new dick. That's really good. My dick is, starting to fall off. So, yeah. Okay, what else here? Another new year to sleep on a job opportunity. Great. Really good stuff there. I'm hoping to take on 2010-20 with a more tactical approach. Oh, somebody plays some Call of Duty here. Aiden says he might learn how to suck at piano. Highly recommend it. Sucking at piano is great. My New Year's resolution is to actually only half suck at producing. Well, we'll see what we can do there. Let's see what else. Resolution to learn bass guitar because apparently it's more fun than guitar. Mine is to become Underbelly's underbelly. Not going to happen. My resolution is nice one, Brink. My resolution is 1920 by 1080. That's fucking great. I'm learning jazz flute. That's sick. I'm gonna try to get a GF as well. Sick. I'm sure you're a lovely man, David. Yeah. If anybody wants to give themselves the girlfriend role, so you just type in dot girlfriend, so everybody in the Discord can, ping you directly. Yeah. Cool. Sweet. So that's all nice. See, was there anything else? Oh, there's another channel, and it's called the Ask UB channel, where people who are active human beings and agents of roast, challenge winners, boosters, patrons can ask me questions directly. So here I'll answer some questions right now. Um, Ever think of doing a remix competition again? Senpai, yep. Do a lot of people sign up for private lessons? Do you enjoy teaching them? Yeah, a lot of people sign up. And yes, for the most part, I enjoy teaching them, provided that people actually show up to the lessons and do their homework. I think it's pretty sweet. I think Sally's jealous of me and my girlfriend. Sally, I'm sorry, but I'm taken. Okay, what are some artists that have influenced and inspired your art, either musically, videoly, or just mindsetally? I'm gonna say Tim and Eric and Moody Good. Were there any long-term effects on Derek from the sleeping pills Uncle Joe used to crush up in his breakfast? How is Derek? Derek is fine. He's going to therapy. Still takes sleeping pills. He's actually asleep right now and has been for the past several years, but I think he's doing great. So yeah, he's fine. Everybody, he's fine. Photo of Derek, I don't think that's going to happen. He doesn't like to take, photos of him when he's sleeping. Uncle Joe did that throughout his childhood, and it's really scarred him. So probably not going to be a good idea to do that. If UB Rose was a girl, would she annoy you because she's talking too much? Um, first off, she doesn't have to be a girl to be annoying. Plenty of guys are annoying. Um, and fortunately, I don't actually go into the uh, you know, let's see here. What was I going to say? I was going to say that I don't really go into the Rose Zone, but that's not true. I'm about to go there right now. Um, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'm just happy that we've developed a system that allows me to roast the people who most deserve it first, rather than just sort of pick indiscriminately as I did in the past. Okay, proper question. What are your opinions on pop music from the last decade? It was fine. It was good. I wish we could move away from trap hats. That shit's played out. And vocal chops. The shit's also played out. Autotune probably also played out. I'm looking forward to the next autotune. That would be great. Um, yeah, I think it's fine. I think they did a good job past 10 years. Okay, let's go ahead and roast some tracks. So I'm going to go to the Rose Zone. First track is by Titty Man. Well, no, Titty Man is just the poster. It's actually by Bruh Made Sharp 11 No 5 tracks with Snow Day. I think I've heard this one. I guess let's hear it again. Fuck it. Lessons are on my Facebook. If you just go to Facebook/You Suck at Producing, you can sign up. Yeah, I think we already roasted this one. Um, yeah. Sounds like Snail's House, right? RIP the holidays, though. Yeah, that lead is a bit much. Yeah, Shane, I agree. Sick. Yeah, cool. I think the composition is solid. I mean, it's just, got that classic 251 wave, Snail's House, Wave Racer, R&B feeling type situation. But I think what separates those producers from what you're going for, like I said, Wave Racer is a great one, and Snail's House, is just the quality of their sound design and instrumentation is just out of this world. So I think there's a tough balance you need to strike between having, excuse me, the old school 8-bit sounds with the production sensibility and mixdown of today. And right now, it's feeling like it's a little dry. Like some people in the chat are saying, the sounds feel a little lifeless. And that's appropriate if you're going for sort of a classic 8-bit style. But I think you're trying to do a little bit more than that. And so as a result, I would say it would be really behoove you to study, the sound design of people like Wave Racer and Snail's House, and really just sort of try to mimic that, because they find that sweet spot between, once again, the classic retro sensibility. It feels like I'm playing a level of Super Mario going to Christmas, plus just the oomph and power of modern EDM. So give you a big old yes, but I think that's where you could work on the sound design. I think the lead in particular needs a lot of work to sort of, create that dynamics and stuff in it. Let's see what other people are saying. Yeah, not much new musical content, so maybe cutting it a little shorter could be cooler. I agree. More automation, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's see here. Dropping the melody an octave now can make it a bit more chilled. Okay, so here we go. Let's have Booty Man take a listen right in the night. Baby. I wish all my cracked sophomores keygen would play this shit. That's sick. So that was Rider of the Night with Anti-Sun. Some dope Kavinsky, Tom Cruise. Fuck Tom. Said the actual names. That's why you can't. That's why I can't do that whole switch the letters of the names thing. Fuck. Cruise type vibe, very 80s synthwave, etc. So sound selection is great, super appropriate. Chords are great, composition solid. I noticed that the first half of the track is in 7/8. Sure, cool. I'm glad you know your time signatures, but I didn't see the reason why it needed to be 7/8. Why not just 4/4? I feel like that could have just made it a lot more effective and palatable. We're not trying to make prog rock here. And even prog rock, I feel, is trying too hard. So I think just keep it 4/4, man. Keep it simple. I don't see the reason why 7/8 would benefit the composition other than to make other music nerds like ourselves, wet our shorts. Second half was really solid. Kept it 4/4. I like that. I like the halftime breakdown. That was fresh. Felt like the drums were a little basic in this section. The snare felt a little dry. As you go over to here, you have that kind of extra reverb layer behind the snare. I felt that was more effective. You did stuff like add rides and sort of mini fills with the drums there. That was good too. So I think really the main gripe I have is just maybe making the drums a little bit more interesting in that breakdown section, and just keeping it 4/4 throughout. Simple. All right, cool. Let's keep going. So I have Biddle moving on V1. I guess this is a whole album or something? Maybe not. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, the whole time signature thing, don't listen to me if you don't want to, obviously. It's just one fucking opinion. Yeah, just felt personally it wasn't necessary, but it didn't I don't think it detracted much. I don't know. Personally, I felt it was distracting. Okay, let's move on. Losing weight, have you RC20 much? Yeah, 7/4. I think you're more right there, Special K. Actually, before we move on to here, somebody in the chat asked, what does 7/8 or 4/4 mean? That's a really good question. So what those two numbers mean, they refer to the time signature. The first number is the number of beats per measure. And the second number is what kind of note receives a beat. So you can think of a measure. Measure means the same thing as a bar, but a measure or a bar is just a musical phrase or sentence. It's like a collection of beats. So when we're counting along here, this first section, we're counting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. You can see that the musical phrase or sentence restarts after 7 beats. So that's just the first number in the time signature, the number of beats per measure. The second number is what kind of note receives a beat. So whether that is a quarter note, if it's 7/4, or an eighth note, if it is 7/8. Technically, I would say it's more correct to say 7/4 here. And the reason why is because the second number, the kind of number that receives a beat, sort of determines the feel. And when a quarter note is receiving a beat. It's something that we can nod our head along to comfortably with every beat. So you notice in the track it was going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could comfortably nod our head to every single beat. However, if it was going something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there I would feel it would be in 7/8 because we can't comfortably nod our heads to every single beat. It feels faster than that, so that's where I would call it 7/8. Here we're in 7/4 because we can comfortably nod our head. Yeah, that's sort of what I mean there. Cool. Yeah, hopefully that clears things up. All right, let's go back to this one. Just to recap on this, we had a lot of wavy chords and tape delay and whatever. So let's keep listening.
Drums.
Funky. Peace out, David. Yeah, we gotta switch up the chords, man. Hey guys, he's saying kale me. Tangle me, yeah, exactly. I'm voting for Met Bep. Yeah, Met Bep. it's gonna have a super long fucking outro. All right, sweet. So really cool lo-fi house banger, really funky. I love the instrumentation. Drums are appropriate, nice and gritty, lo-fi, but also cut through the mix. I love your synths and all that. The chord progression is great. The funkiness of the bass line, rock solid. Issue here is the Mep Bep Nail Me guy. He's kind of, yeah, he gets a bit redundant at times. Maybe switch him up. Maybe instead of Mep Bep, you could say Bet Mep, or maybe instead of Nail Me, you could say Nail My Son Derek. Just to switch it up a little bit, because it gets a little on my nerves after a while. Him saying the exact same thing over and over again. I think it also felt a little long. I mean, I know it's house music. I know we're just trying to party till 6 a.m. in a Berlin warehouse, but perhaps you could switch up the arrangement there and sort of condense it a little bit, or give us some new musical information earlier. Also felt like the sidechain on the drums was a bit much, especially on the snare. I think you could just reduce the amount of ducking. And yeah, nail UB, exactly. That's what he's talking about. You just guys all fuck me in the ass. Yeah, that's the beauty of the internet. Okay, I hope that helps. So more variation in the vocal chop, maybe condense the arrangement, reduce the amount of sidechain on your drums. I think you have a solid lo-fi house banger. Winona Ryder would be very proud. Great. Cool. Let's keep going. Oh, my boy Pixel. Here we go. Here we go. This will brighten my day. Or else. Let's hear it. Sick. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. That was Pixel Wax with Post Saturnalia. All right. What is it? Chill, lo-fi, space, not bossa nova, but certainly spacey. Lots of things working here. I think the drums and the bass are excellent. I love the shuffle on the drums. The drum sounds are great. They're lo-fi, but also big and cut through the mix quite well. I like the guitar, and I assume that's you playing, Pixel. Just playing, a little licky-lee and looping that over. If it is, that's really cool. But either way, I think you need to do a little, or maybe not need. I think you could do a little bit more with your guitar. I think the 2 loops that you use are solid, but I would love some more variation there. And I think you could also make the guitar louder. It just feels very mono and small compared to the width of your drums, your bass, and the sort of white noise that you have going on in the background. You could, of course, layer the piano with layer the guitar with some piano or Rhodes or like a synth, just to beef it up a little bit, or to take, two takes of you playing the same guitar riff and pan them left and right for some width. Just the guitar feels a little small to me and a little repetitive as well, if it's going to be the sort of focal component of the track. Yeah, I guess more pixels and maybe a little bit more wax. Yeah. So yeah, other than that, I think it's quite solid. Like I said, the foundation with the drums and the bass is on point. It's just I think you could do a little bit more with the guitar. Um, Sick. Um, all right, let's keep going. We got Bigoroni Changetis with Simiu Can't Wait instrumental. All right, let's take it. Yeah, man. What the fuck is that growling in the background? Is that you, man? Breakdown. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, a little bit more variation, but funky. Sure. Vibes, bro. All right, that was Can't Wait instrumental. All right, so what do we have here? We have some sort of funky Cuban jazz salsa type situation. So that's all good. I know it's an instrumental, so definitely a lot of space on that track for vocals. I'm just trying to imagine that right now. Don't really see the point of the growl. Not really adding that much to me, kind of distracting. And in terms of the instrumentation, I like all the composition. I think it's really funky and fun. It just feels like the instrumentation is fake because I'm assuming these are all MIDI instruments. And they're trying to sound like a live band, but it's not quite getting there. And once again, we're getting that MIDI cringe, which upcoming compilation album coming soon. Accepting submissions now. Yeah, so I'm getting a fair amount of MIDI cringe here with like the horns and the piano and the drums. Just feels like it's really close to being live, but not quite. And so as a result, the composition gets cheapened. So, see what you can. I know it's really hard, programming that stuff in and making it sound real. But like try to use like a more acoustic sounding drum kit, maybe Addictive Drummer or something like that, and really spend your time kind of dialing in that MIDI, or just hire a real drummer, pay for studio time. That'll probably give you the best sound, but I know it's not always practical. But yeah, some variation in the middle, maybe like a percussion only breakdown, like Mr. Ben was saying, with some like congas or bongos or some crazy drum circle type situation happening there. Maybe you could have some more burps, maybe a greater variety of burps and growls there, make it rhythm, basically. I think all that could be really good. All right. Sweet. Let's keep going. All right. Every percussion hit is damn near the same volume. You could really create more of a vibe, I guess, with velocity. Maybe the piano could be moved up an octave so the low frequencies don't blend with the other low instruments. That trumpet sounds a bit MIDI to me. Yep. I started to get bored of the main theme after a bit, but the percussion instrument choice is on point. Cool. Trumpets sound organic. Honestly, percussion levels could be mixed better. All right. Timing, velocity variation. Yeah, that's a good anti-MIDI cringe. Higher qualities, software instruments like like Spitfire Labs. I know those are expensive. The Labs are free, but the other instruments they make are expensive. So try Labs. I think those are really good. Yeah. I think it's just timing, velocity, maybe some reverb, like a really high quality reverb to make it feel like it's in a real space, like Valhalla. So just try playing with some of those things. You can get some alleviate at least some of the MIDI cringe. Okay, next we have Owaskini. Take a listen. Have I heard this before? Like $50. Pretty sweet deal for the best reverb on the market. Damn, this shit is not in key at all. Yikes. Yeah, this guy needs some music theory lessons for sure. I'm sorry. You might have had some good ideas here, but the issue here is that it seems like the piano's in one key. It seems like your guitar pluck sound is in another key. It seems like your bass is doing a third key. It doesn't feel like harmonically any of these instruments are listening to one another. And if you're struggling with the theory and stuff, I have some videos about that to help you get started. I think Andrew Huang has like a crash course on theory on his YouTube. But really need to make sure that things are listening to one another and harmonically are working if we're gonna be composing using notes and chords and melodies and stuff. Sound selection probably wasn't the best either, but really that's beside the point. You just need to focus on just the musical foundation here. So, all right, I'm gonna keep going. Give you a big old yes. Sorry, I forget to put the yeses here. Let me just do that real quick. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody gets a big old yes. All right, let's keep going. Ode to David. All right, here we go. What's up, Weaver? Welcome. shit, we're getting some Chopin action over here. Are we gonna? I mean, I love the emotion here, but are we going somewhere here? Am I a dick if I skip ahead? Probably, right? I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay, we got pretty strings. This is nice. I'm sorry. My brain has been ruined by rhythm. I'm sorry, bro. Here we go. Why did that take 2.5 minutes? Why is the piano so bandpass sounding? Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, so check it out. Clearly you know a thing or two about music. You can write beautiful chord progressions. You have a lot of emotion in your playing, but that's not enough to sort of engage the listener. I think what we're seeing here is once again beautiful chords, all that, but I don't really see why it took us 2.5 minutes to get to the section of the track where you really started to build the energy there. I think that could happen 30 seconds in. I'm also not quite sure why you have made your piano so filtered, like you've taken out seemingly both the low and the highs there. It sounds kind of like we're hearing it through like a old radio or some shit. Maybe that's an artistic choice. I'm not really sure if it works, especially for the duration of the song. Maybe you can open it up kind of right around here when your bass and percussion drops to make it sound fuller. It could be more dramatic. Speaking of all that, I think you start. It's a good start here, but I think you need to build the energy a lot more. Make those drums really come to life. Really make that trumpet sing, what have you. Timpani, other crashes, cymbals. Huge orchestra moment because you've taken your sweet time getting there, and we really want the payoff. Otherwise, it's like nobody's gonna forgive you, right? Especially with all our TikTok ADHD addled brains. So, yeah, we need to get to the point faster, and then we really need to drive that point home by adding more instrumentation there. But clearly you know a thing or two about music. Good chord progressions. You have a lot of feeling here. We just need to refine that and sort of deliver quickly and more, just more. All right. Special K would be okay with a good video. I agree. Structure, maybe a heavier taiko drum and shorter piano intro. Yep, I agree. Cool. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I agree with you guys. All right, let's keep going. We got Plasmic. Got like 9 minutes left. Let's hear it. Lo-fi house. Here we go. Something new here, bro. Yo, Plasmic, come on, drop me some drums. Come on, bro. Drop me some drums, bro. Come on. Ah, here we go. Did we skip a track? Come on, you gotta give us a little bit more than that, bro. Come on. Alright. Jeez. Yeah. Nice chords. How much else? Give me some sugar, bro. Alright, let's get back. Alright, so solid chords, we just needed a lot more in that track. There's no reason why that track is 3.5 minutes, bro. So we need to really beef things up with much more activity in the drums, bass. It needs just a lot of development to warrant the time it takes. But it's a solid start. It's clear you have some sort of idea in terms of the aesthetic you want to go for, that vaporwave, retro synthwave vibe. Maybe talk to what's his face? Talk to Biddle or talk to Antisun. They might have some tips for you in terms of what you can do to develop this. But yeah, we just need to make it worth our while there. So I'm gonna give you a big old yes. Forgot to give this guy a big old yes. All right. You Suck at Producing wants a crazy drill, bus step, future bass break, or else no can do. Shit, am I really that bad? Yeah, I mean, it's just one opinion, and it's a frankly quite jaded opinion, and a quite impatient one at that. So, don't listen too much, right? I mean, hopefully you realize I'm just some guy, right? But yeah, I think you need to do more here. We're here to learn. I'm not here to put you down, right? I want to be honest with you guys, because I feel like, if I was dishonest, that would be a disservice to you, right? That would be sort of patronizing. And hopefully we can all recognize, and I've struggled with this in the past and recently, and I will continue to struggle with this. But hopefully we can all recognize that we are not our work, right? We are human beings that have value, and our work is separate from that. And confusing the two is very easy because, of course, we put a lot of time and energy and emotional investment into our work. But it's important to really develop the skill to separate that, because otherwise you're just going to get your feelings hurt over and over again, bro. I'm nothing compared to a room of 800 people who want to hear bangers, right? I'm nothing compared to being booed off stage, which has totally happened to me. So you gotta separate that from yourself. Cool. All right, let's keep going. So hopefully that wisdom helped. Of course, feel free to guys, to push back on any of my points and discuss it further. But who do we got next? Zippo Hippo, chestnuts roasting. All right, let's keep going. Sick. All right, that was Zippo Hippo. Cool. So super bright, very synthy, future bassy, wave racery, snails housey type situation here. Very engaging. Lots of musical information, ideas. It's super, it grabs you, right? It doesn't waste any time. And yeah, I like that. It's very immediate. Um, Clearly, I mean, it's just clocking in at less than 2 minutes, so it doesn't quite feel like a full track. But I mean, judging from what you have here so far, I think you could easily extend this idea. Try a sort of emotional breakdown, maybe no drums, maybe just pads, new chord progression, have a B section in there, bring you back up to this main section, maybe do like a double time second drop or something or whatever. But yeah, that would be the main thing to focus on, just fleshing out the arrangement and sort of finishing out the song. The next thing would be after the arrangement is done, you're happy with all the creative decisions you've made. You got it roasted by somebody else in the Discord. Then it's the mixing, and the mixing here is uh, a little lacking. Like for example, your super saws here feel a little quiet, muffled, sort of far back. Some people were saying adding some reverb and stuff. Maybe the high end is a little bit sharp. Bass is a bit quiet. Um, yeah, kind of monster catty kind of stuff. Yeah, um, yeah. Um, I mean, maybe this genre is a little played out. I don't even know if that's really a fair criticism because I mean, if there's if there's a kind of sound that you're going for and you're very clear on the intent, um, I think you could do a good job. It's not really my job to say whether a genre is played out or not, even though I have opinions about that. Um, but yeah, I think finishing out the arrangement and then using reference tracks. So getting a Snail House track, getting a Wave Racer track, getting a Lenium, whatever, San Holo, and just like referencing against those because the genre is admittedly a little saturated, and so as a result, whenever a genre gets saturated, the standard that you need to sort of push yourself over is higher and higher and higher. So especially in mixing and electronic music. So just making sure that your mix is really stacking up to the standard of the genre. That's going to be your ticket to getting playlisted plays, whatever, if that's your thing. But yeah, don't worry about the mixing just yet. Focus on the arrangement, and you'll have plenty of time to worry about the mix after once you've brought in some reference tracks. Okay, cool. thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great day. Once again, Happy New Year. Thank you for another wonderful year in the Discord, for making the community what it is. Heartfelt. Appreciate everyone who's participating, all the people who've boosted the server, active human beings, mods. Once again, those of you guys who find yourselves, who consider yourselves, experts in theory, mixing, or sound design, go ahead and don't hesitate to tag yourself and um, be of service to the community if you would like. So yeah, looking forward to people joining, and everybody else have a great day. Patrons, I will see you tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.